Good evening. My name is Desiree, and tonight I am going to be telling you the knowledge that I have gained through 3 different speech experiences while taking oral communications at CCU by Professor Michael Calhoun. The first speech experience was informative, and that experience was my first time, so it was unique, it was different. I was, first time getting up in front of everybody, so I didn't quite know what I wanted to say or what I should do or shouldn't do. And it was a good experience, but I was just grateful to get it over with, and I was ready to kind of move on from there. Demonstration. My demonstration speech did not go very well. That one I got a little flustered before the speech began. I kind of lost where I wanted to go, what I wanted to do. I completely forgot to demonstrate, so I missed the point completely of the speech, and I didn't quite know how to recuperate. And I kind of flustered myself and just kept dwelling on that and couldn't move past it. So that speech was definitely one that I was thankful to get over with and move on from, but I didn't quite know, again, how I should learn from this experience besides just wanting to move past it. My persuasive speech. The last speech, I felt confident going in. I tried to research. I really wanted to take in the tips that Professor Calhoun had spoken to me about, and I wanted to incorporate them not only in my speeches but in my personal life. And I felt like I did that. I delivered my speech well. I recovered from the few technical difficulties or small mishaps. I just also need to work on, from that, my persuasive language. I need to be a little more direct. I need to be more just convincing, and I need to want to be a leader in that way and be communicative in that way, where I tend to want to shy away, and I'd rather just stay on the sidelines and be quiet and just watch and observe. So in all of that, as I started to explain, through these 3 experiences, I not only gained knowledge in how to communicate in speeches and when I'm delivering in front of an audience, I also learned how to communicate in my personal life. I learned from the very first class, if I keep packaging my words and my communication the same, it's going to keep being received the same and opened the same exact way. And nothing good can come from that. And I felt like that was something kind of happening in our marriage. I'm very happy in our marriage. I love where we're at. But sometimes there was just these blockades in our communication. And I've learned that my packaging was staying the same, and I was expecting different results. And that just wasn't working for either of us. So now I've tried to reevaluate the way I word things and the way I package things in hopes of just having them being opened differently. I also have learned biblically that words have the power to destroy and the power to build up. So not only in the way that I need to package things, how I word things, how I communicate, how I express myself, I also need to work on life-giving words and life-giving thoughts, and to really have a heart of good intent and to want that in others and to not have a negative attitude. There have been a lot of hardships in these past couple years, and it's very difficult to keep a positive attitude and to keep saying life-giving words and to honestly believe them. And it's time to reevaluate that, and time to evaluate my sincerity and what I need to do and my words and how I communicate them and what I mean by them and how I want to be represented by them. So in conclusion, through 3 speeches, informative, demonstration, and persuasive, I have learned skills that will not only benefit me professionally, but have already benefited me personally. And I am very thankful for that. And I hope that in some way, by doing an actual speech on YouTube, that I can show that I have truly learned and have gained some excitement through this, excitement in life and excitement in how I want to communicate with myself, with others, with God, with family, and everything. Communication is everywhere, and how you express yourself is in everything. So now I am going to go enjoy a cup of salted caramel yummy hot cocoa from Starbucks. I heard it was wonderful. I'm excited to try it. Thank you again. I look forward to hopefully seeing you again in another class. Otherwise, I wish you the very best, and thank you for everything.